I don't think that other genres of music seem, at least on the surface, to care about vocal performance as a checklist. I see it in real time. It's so disappointing to see like when we stream when we do like a streaming like live premiere of a music video. We actually will sit there and we will watch all the people in the comments, same song, complaining and complaining. And we know that in 20 seconds, it's about to start having screaming in it.
Yeah.
And then when that switches and they're like, oh, fuck yeah. I love this.
Flame emoji, flame
And I'm
emoji.
like, it's the same. I just sang that and now the same words and now I'm screaming it. Nothing's changed. But now it's screaming instead of singing. And you're like so caught up. People there, I feel maybe I'm projecting. I just feel so much anxiety from metal fans of their bands like selling out and slipping away into the radio rock void that like they are stressed. They're like I always joke with Michael that there's like a guy with a spreadsheet being like, oh, the singing to screaming ratio is
Yeah.
not 50-50 in this
Oh, it's
song.
60-40, and then he puts it in
Oh.
Excel.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he like,
Does a hotkey and
yeah,
gets
like
the percentage.
it's
Okay,
crazy.
you'd be doing us a disservice if you didn't sing, though. You have a beautiful voice, and like being able to kind of switch back and forth between those is why I don't understand why. And nobody was mad at Constance. Everybody loved Constance, and you're saying that was a softer song too. So when you guys release chiller songs, I don't understand why people think that that means that like, oh, they're not heavy anymore. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I just think that they're used to bands putting out a record and the whole record sounds the same, to be honest. So when they've been trained that when a rock or metal band puts a song out, that's a statement saying that this is now what we sound like. Whereas other genres of music, they have ballads, they have their songs are about more stuff. They have a song about going out and partying with their girlfriends. They'll have a song about heartbreak. They'll have a song about not feeling good enough. And they'll have a dance song and a song that makes you want to shake your ass and a song that makes you cry. Like, they just, people don't think of it like that.
There needs to be.
In metal and rock, I feel like it's all like people get very stressed out
Yeah, they do.
when there's a change in vibe. Like they don't think of songs or albums as like standalone pieces. They think of it as like the band has betrayed their sound. And but ours is a weird one. It's a head scratcher for me because I'm like, we have like 5 songs, so what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you just you like 2 of our songs, that's it. Just that's so much less complicated. You just only like 2 songs and you don't like the other 30 songs, and that's fine.
I'm
We'll
just
catch you
not.
on the next one.
I'm just not really interested in making the same thing over and over and over again.
Maybe we will feel like that someday. That's
Maybe
that's fine too.
you can't tell the future, but
But
as of right now, that's not part of the whole objective.
Yeah.
It's supposed. This is. I think people tend to forget that the artist side of it is to feel fulfilled as a musician.
Well,
How can you be fulfilled as a musician if you just literally make the same song day in day out? There's no challenge
well,
there.
we're very privileged. We don't have anyone relying on us.
That's true.
There's no child that I have to get through college right now. There's no dog I have to feed dog food to yet.
Yeah.
um
Well,
but like we can make this music purely for us. And I think if we start to overanalyze it and try to like make it for our fans, I assume that won't turn out well. Like, I feel like they'd be able to feel that it wasn't sincere. I think that it's just at this point it's better to keep doing it how we do it, which is we just put out music that we like and it's so far worked. So I'm just gonna keep doing that. But I also, again, I also acknowledge that like that's easier said than done if you have like mouths to feed in a house that you just bought and stuff like that. But I am very free as a person. I all that we just need to feed you, me, Josh, and Zev, you know, so we can
Our
feed.
son Zev.
Yeah, we can feed. If we can feed them, then that's okay, and we can just continue making whatever we want. So I hope that it works out that we can just keep doing that
Yeah.
because it's very freeing.
Absolutely. We have to wrap up, but this last one, where do you guys see your sound evolving on record 2?
Let's go full EDM,
No,
baby.
I
Let's
want
do it.
I want to like prog out a little.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh.
I want songs to like I want to see if we can like challenge ourselves to not be so like not to edit songs so much and like let them marinate and develop. And it's okay if a song's like 6 minutes long.
I really
sometimes
I really enjoy where we landed with Jaded songs like Jaded, and it's not formulaic in a sense. It is kind of return to form. Not saying that the other stuff is formulaic. It's just that, it's been a while since we've had a longer song that has more riffs involved and more depth and a lot more ambience and a lot more focus on. I always kind of describe it like this. I don't mean to say that this happens, but I like to think about someone almost when they're listening to it on headphones or whatever, like kind of getting lost within how much like, verb is happening and how many counter melodies and how much ambience is happening. And I would love to kind of expand on that, but push that even further with the new stuff and really focus in on having moments. I would describe them almost like, emotional moments where they feel very connected to, not only the melody, but also how moved they are by specific parts. I feel like that's what we need to do in the new stuff, because if we kind of just make something that's somewhat predictable or something that someone feels like, oh, this is a natural progression, I don't think that person would be interested in what we do from then on, right? I think they would always reference the back catalog. If we can do that and make someone, feel like that, then even if it was only 20% of the audience, then I mean, that's great. That's a success, because that's a tall order. But I think when you boil it down, the thing that we need to focus in on is just creating these moments and this memorable feeling when they're listening to the music. And if we can do that, then great. That's awesome.
I think I don't know. But I don't really think about it.
I know.
It just
You can't
goes
calculate it.
like
Yeah.
Michael makes that song, and then I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, I like that, and I just start writing.
I would just love to be able to make some songs or a record where a lot of people can't pinpoint what instrument um, is happening, or if the sound that they're hearing is actually from a guitar or if it's from a synth. I just would like to experiment a bit more. So I think we need to kind of really spend a long time on it. And the beauty of it is that next year we are taking quite a bit of time off from touring compared to this year in order to do so. And we've already begun the process, and I'm very, very happy with where we're at. And I'm excited to see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom line is we're gonna do it no matter what. So the fact that someone wants to hear it, the fact that someone wants to pay us to do it,
Yeah.
I do not take that for granted. So we want to do a great job. There's we had to like fill our own gigantic shoes from the last time. But now what's different is I feel like we've like fostered a community of people over the last 2 years, which we didn't have. So that's
Absolutely.
really cool. That's really cool. So there's just like more of a it just doesn't feel so like vague, like you're just throwing it out into like this ether. It's like now I think about the fans that we have and like what they might think of it, and I hope that they feel the same way I feel about it. But all you can really do is hope.
Mm-hmm.
I think anything more than that just becomes too, or at least at this point, too contrived,